Hi folks, it's Evo here from Thundermist Lure Company, and welcome to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. You know, one of the most commonly asked questions we get all the time is, how do you properly rig up a minnow when you're fishing with live bait? So I want to take a minute today. I'm going to show you 5 different, very effective ways to rig up live minnows. So one of the easiest ways is to just take your hook, and by the way, when it comes to the hooks, you're always going to want to use a very thin wire hook. A thick wire hook will pierce the minnow and put a bigger hole into him and not keep him as lively. He'll die a lot quicker. Thin wire hook, he'll move around a lot more freer and stay livelier a lot longer. So one of the easiest ways is just take the minnow and just hook it through close to the end of the tail. One hook through the end of the tail, just like so. And now what will happen is that minnow will be able to swim around and cause a lot of action down there and entice a bite. Now the only disadvantage here is the fish are going to hit the head first. So if you use this method, just make sure you wait an extra second or two before you set the hook. Give the fish a chance to take your bait. So that's one method, keeps the fish lively and very effective. Another method, which also keeps the minnow lively, is just to go through the top of the back. So just poke through right in the middle of the minnow, just along the top of the back like so. And now what you have is another lively minnow, which is shaking on both sides, head and tail, so creating a lot of havoc down there and a lot of commotion, and again triggering a lot of bites. So that's another very effective way. And again, they're going to hit the head first, so wait an extra second if you use this method. Now another very effective method is to go just straight through the lips. Just go right underneath the chin area and just go straight up through both lips of the minnow and go right through the head. Now this is very effective because the fish are going to hit the head first, so you know you're going to have to pull right away and you're going to have a good chance to hook that fish before he takes your bait. However, what happens is because you're through both lips, the minnow won't stay alive as long as they will in the other ways. So you give up a little bit of that with this method, but again, very, very effective. The fish hits the head first, good chance to hook that fish. Now another very effective way to hook the minnow and to keep it lively, this is one of Antonio's favorite ways, is to basically take your minnow and go just in front of the eye in the snout area and just go through that area and then out the mouth, just like so. So now what happens is you're not closing both lips, you're just going up the snout and through the mouth. So now the minnow can move around freely and it's got a good solid firm setting there, so you're not going to lose your minnow. And the other thing is the fish are gonna hit the head of the minnow, so you're gonna have a good chance to hook that fish. So that's very, very effective and probably one of the best because it keeps the minnow lively the longest. One last method, if you have dead minnows or liveliness isn't an issue and you just want to make sure that you keep the minnow on the hook, just basically poke the hook right in the mouth of the minnow and then go right through just behind the gill cover and come out just like so. Now this will keep the minnow on the hook a lot better, and you also have the head here, so the fish are going to hit the head, so they're going to hit right at the hook part, so you're going to have a good chance to land that fish. The only thing here is the minnow's not lively, so you're going to have to keep it moving. But there are 5 very, very effective ways, depending on how you want to fish, whether you're ice fishing or fishing off the surf or in a boat, it doesn't really matter. 5 very effective ways to hook up a minnow. Using live bait is very, very effective. If you get an opportunity, hook up some minnows, get them wet, and hopefully get into some good fishing. So thanks so much, folks, as always, for tuning in to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. And until next time, good luck and good fishing.